Hello everyone and welcome back to Psych Memo. Nobody is completely reasonable when it comes to money. We do not construct and stick to a budget or save money every paycheck despite the fact that we believe it would be beneficial. We know we need a financial plan, but we put off the necessary work, somehow it never happens. We spend too much out of carelessness or enthusiasm and too little out of guilt. Our financial decisions frequently cause us to feel ashamed. It's worth considering money as something with which you have a complicated relationship. Your money, and more broadly your personal finances, is not a static object but rather a collection of data points, difficulties, and opportunities that you circle, interact with, and have emotions about. You make money decisions that affect your financial conditions, which in turn affects your sentiments and future behavior. And it is a bond that develops over a lifetime. Today, in this video, we are going to discuss the psychology of money. Now, in order to understand the psychology of money, here are some important key things to know about the psychology behind our personal relationships with money. The first and the foremost is emotions and money. Now, fear, guilt, humiliation, and jealousy are the most essential money-related emotions. It's important making an effort to become aware of the emotions that are particularly associated with money for you, since it left unchecked, they will tend to dominate rational thinking and guide your actions. Guilt and shame are not the same emotions. Guilt stems from feeling guilty about a negative impact you have had on others, whereas shame comes from letting yourself down or failing to live up to your own sense of what's right. You may feel guilty because you have more than your friends, you have not been very charitable, or you have received money too readily. Shame is one of the most important and powerful emotions related to money and personal economics. It is a major reason why people delay doing what they know they should. It is normal to desire to avoid being exposed to something you are ashamed of. Some of the possible versions of shameful feelings related to money are: I don't have enough money, I've avoided thinking about finances, I have avoided doing what I'm supposed to do about finances, I'm really ignorant about all of this, I spend too much, or I buy stuff when I'm unhappy. Shame interacts with avoidance to form a vicious cycle. When you're burdened with shame, the natural reaction is to avoid confronting whatever is making you uncomfortable. That avoidance causes greater shame. Next thing you know, your taxes are past due, and it's been 6 years since you decided to finally schedule an appointment with a financial planner, but it hasn't happened. Other feelings associated with money include envy, greed, overexcitement, and a social psychology phenomenon known as jumping on the bandwagon. Some of these are more applicable in the field of professional investing than personal finances. The second important aspect is family and childhood influences that never end. Money psychology is unique to each household. What can be discussed, who should be in charge, what financial duties are given to each gender, and how essential money is or not. There are always stories regarding money that become part of family's identity. Maybe a serial entrepreneur grandfather lost the family fortune, instilling undue conservatism in future generation, or a smart parent was shown to have been cheated out of a rightful place. You may have felt slight pressure to correct the wrongs committed or endured by prior generations. You may experience internal pressure to challenge the family money attitude. If you are the first in your family to prosper, you may wish to give back the rest of the family while ignoring your own financial needs. Now, the next important thing is money related to self-worth. Some people base their self-worth or identity heavily on their financial situations. When they are financially successful, they may feel pleased and accomplished, yet when they are struggling or failing financially, they may feel ashamed or inadequate. Whereas money and relationships are also interconnected. Finances have a tremendous impact on human connections, especially those with family, friends, and love partners. Disagreement over money management, spending habits, and financial objectives are a frequent source of tensions in partnerships. Open communication, common financial goals, and mutual respect are essential for overcoming these obstacles. Whereas money and emotional spending are deeply connected. Emotional spending is defined as using money to cope with negative emotions or seek brief respite or pleasure. This can show as retail therapy, impulse purchases, or excessive spending during time of stress, unhappiness, or boredom. While spending money can bring temporary relief, it can lead to financial stress and regret in the long run. Now, the most common question asked is how to harness money emotions. Emotions isn't always negative. It reveals your true passions and what is more important to you. It makes you feel alive. Like anxiety is not all negative either. Mild to moderate anxiety is motivating. Use them to confront the issues at hand and you will feel better of it. The key is self-awareness. Much of our emotional experiences are unconscious. However, it is not difficult to obtain if you know what to look for and have a framework for the kind of emotions and family experiences that can influence your personal relationships with money. While concluding everything, it is important to understand adopting these ideas into your life can create a healthier and more powerful relationship with money. Remember, changing financial habits take time. So be patient with yourself as you strive for your financial goal. Thank you for watching us today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.